Cinderella.
Cinderella was the title on the flip chart. Given the task of dramatizing a fairy tale for the teachers' conference, the kindergarten class decided on the classic old rags to riches story, Cinderella.
You know how it goes. Shy, agreeable protagonist, victimized by abusive step-parent, waits for a wise matriarchal figure to rescue her and deliver her from codependency to bliss.
In other words, if you're good-natured, good-looking, and have a fairy godmother, you've got it made.
It was a good choice from the teacher's point of view because there were so many characters. Every child in class could be in the play.
A list of characters was compiled as the children talked through the plot of the drama.
There was the ravishing, beautiful Cinderella.
The evil stepmother, the two wicked but stupid stepsisters,
The beautiful and wise fairy godmother,
The pumpkin,
the mice,
The coachman.
the horses,
king,
all the people at the king's ball.
generals, admirals,
knights,
Princesses.
and the ultimate object of fabled desire, the prince, who, if you recall, was only a salesman looking to move his inventory of glass slippers.
The children were allowed to choose roles for themselves. As the parts were allotted, each child was labeled with felt, pen, and paper and sent to stand on the other side of the room while casting was completed. Finally, every child had a part.
Except one small boy who had remained quiet and disengaged during the selection process, Norman. Norman was somehow different. Not weird, but different in the way he looked at things. Norman was always thinking. And like most misunderstood but great thinkers, Norman was teased a lot by his kindergarten classmates, causing him to live on the fringe of kindergarten society.
Well, Norman, asked the teacher, what are you going to be?
I'm going to be the pig.
Pig? But there is no pig in the story of Cinderella.
Well, there is now.
Norman did not relate well to being a footman or a pumpkin or a mouse.
Well, he knew his character. Pig.
And he was not about to give up his part in the play and go stand against the wall like a loser would stand.
He intended to fit into the society wherever pigs fit into the scheme of things, without loss of identity or dignity. He took it for granted that there was a place for pigs, and that the teacher would know that.
So what do you say to a kid who's already thinking up a costume of pink long underwear, pipe cleaner for a tail, and a paper cup for a nose?
What do you say to an innocent little pig who doesn't see his career as an actor teetering on the brink of total humiliation?
And what do you say to all the pigs? All those who do not fit in, who are different, and don't accept the available boxes and cubby holes.
What did the teacher say at that moment?
Well, sometimes teachers talk more like fairy godmothers.
So be it.
So it was decided that Norman would play the part of the pig in the story of Cinderella.
It was quite fine with the rest of the class. Nobody wanted to be the pig anyway.
And since there was nothing in the script describing what the pig should do, the action was left up to Norman. As it turns out, he gave himself one of the best all-time parts in children's theater history. He decided he was Cinderella's personal pig. Wherever she went, he went.
He made no sound. He simply sat on his back haunches and observed quietly like some silently supportive Greek chorus.
But one look at the expression on his face, and you could tell the details of the dramatic action. Looking worried,
Mad,
Anxious,
hopeful,
puzzled,
sad,
bored.
sick.
and pleased as the moment required.
And there was no doubt about what was going on, and no doubt that it was important.
One look at the pig, and you just knew he was so sincere, so earnest, so very there.
Norman created such dramatic tension that even those who thought they knew how the story was supposed to end began to have doubts.
At the climax, when the prince finally put the slipper on Cinderella's foot and the ecstatic couple hugged and rode off to live happily ever after, Norman made his move. He went wild with joy, dancing around on his back legs. barking like a dog.
During rehearsals, the teacher had tried to explain to Norman, well, even if there is a pig in the story of Cinderella, there's no such thing as a dancing, barking pig.
Well, there is now.
It's true, Norman. It's true. You knock 'em dead pig.
The presentation at the teachers' conference was a smash hit.
When Norman danced his dance, the group of weary teachers laughed and cried and cheered.
And when the pig stumbled out for his curtain call, the applause turned into a spontaneous standing ovation.
The teachers recognized that the real Cinderella was not the little girl with the golden curls and the pug nose, but it was Norman, the dancing, barking pig.
And they knew that the real fairy godmother was not the little child waving her fairy wand, but the teacher standing, weeping in the wings.
Kindergarten teachers know magic when they see it.
The kindergarten class had many invitations to come and perform their highly acclaimed production of Cinderella. Sometimes, though, the teacher would have to explain what it was about the performance that made it so unique.
Well, it has a pig in it, you see.
Oh, really?
Yes, the star of the show is a dancing, barking pig.
But there is no dancing, barking pig in Cinderella.
Well,